I created Species Nutrition with one mission in mind: to provide bodybuilders and serious athletes with no-nonsense supplements that work. I put my name and reputation on every bottle of Species Nutrition products. If you want to be your absolute best, join the evolution.
Another week, another midday muscle on a Monday. Now, the Texas Pro is not until next week, but we're starting this week off with an update from our Runaway 212 frontrunner because the updates we're seeing from Keone Pearson lately have been drawing all sorts of attention. At this point, basically anyone and everyone in the industry who has a platform is predicting Keone to win this one by a landslide. And when he's posting stuff like this on a regular basis, it's not hard to see why. This is a bigger, more complete, better conditioned version of Keone than we've seen at the Olympia last year. And barring some sort of meltdown over the next 13 days, he should go in there and completely clean house right from the word go. And if the gap between him and whoever ends up landing in that runner-up spot is as wide as everyone's saying it will be, by the time Monday hits, there's going to be a lot of people out there projecting him to be a top 3 finisher in the fall. And we've also got a brand new update for you coming out from the Classic Physique division, where it looks like Stefan Matala is gearing up for another attempt to secure his first win on an IFBB stage. At this point, I don't think we've heard any official report from his camp about where he's slated to land next, but we do know that they're happy with the adjustments that they've made since he took second in his pro debut in Portugal last month. And they think he's right where he needs to be to get that qualification locked down at some point in the near future. Granted, he's still far from a finished product, but what we've seen so far has been pretty damn impressive for someone who's been on the pro circuit for all of 5 minutes. And if he tightens things up by a few more percentage points before his next time out, there's a very distinct possibility that he'll walk out of the building as the last man standing. And one more Classic Physique update coming to you today, this time from Terence Ruffin, after he became the topic of discussion a few days ago following an announcement about the new weight caps from Tyler Mannion. Some of y'all may remember that Terence had to weigh in twice at the Olympia last year because he initially couldn't make the weight. But now that he has the ability to come in 7 pounds heavier, you can't help but wonder whether this is going to be a game changer for him, in the sense that he finally won't have to kill himself just to make it to prejudging. Because if he can come in at a weight that's more conducive to showcasing what his body's actually capable of, the question of what he can do in the lineup this year suddenly just got a lot more intriguing. Year-over-year growth is one of those KPIs in businesses that a lot of analysts look for when they're trying to assess the current state of a company. And even though this business-to-body analogy is not perfect, it does feel applicable in the case of REGAN Grimes, because you're really starting to see what 12 months of solid growth looks like now that he's hitting his stride in the run-up to the Yamamoto Cup. Obviously, we need to wait until we see him in action before we rush to conclusions, but at least for right now, with him being a little over a month out, it feels like a safe bet to say that he's the biggest he's ever been heading into a show. The lineup looks like it's going to be pretty solid there, especially with Nathan Diasha being in the mix. But if Regan's conditioning is 100% spot on, he's got a chance to make this interesting in the eyes of the judge, and at that point, it may become anyone's game. That will do it for another Midday Muscle. I'm Tyler, you're still watching, thank you.